All right, welcome. Today, we are going to build the ultimate blueprint that really separates the good poker players from the truly great ones. It's not about luck or just raw talent. It's about building a system, a way to deliberately practice and get better. So let's dive right in.
Have you ever felt like you've just hit a wall with your poker game? I mean, you know the rules, you've had some decent wins, but you just can't seem to break through to that next level. Yeah, it's a super common frustration. And the reason is actually pretty simple. Talent can only take you so far. The real edge, the secret sauce, comes from what you do away from the table.
And that's the whole thing, isn't it? The best players, the ones who are consistently winning, they don't just play more hands. They study. That consistent study routine, well, that's their real secret weapon. It's how they find their opponent's weaknesses, it's how they patch the leaks in their own game, and it's how they always seem to stay one step ahead of everyone else. I mean, just think about that for a second. Can you imagine a world-class athlete who never practices? Or a concert pianist who never rehearses? It sounds crazy, right? Well, poker is no different. Having a structured plan is what transforms random, kind of mindless play into deliberate, focused training. Okay, so how do we actually build this plan? Where do we even start? Well, it all begins with four fundamental pillars. You can think of these as the concrete foundation for your entire poker strategy. Let's break them down. First up, you've got to analyze your own game. The good, the bad, and yeah, the ugly. You're asking yourself, could I have gotten more value there? Or what was I thinking? Then you go out and absorb new strategies from experts to fill in those gaps you found. After that, and this is key, you have to apply it all in low-risk spots to really build that confidence. And finally, you learn by watching how the very best players in the world navigate the toughest spots. See how they all connect? Each one builds on the last. Okay, so having the pillars is great, but how do we actually assemble them into something practical? The key here is building an actionable schedule, a real game plan, something you can literally start using tonight. And here's what it could look like. On a daily basis, you're doing a little bit of everything, reviewing hands, studying some new strategy, and getting some practice in. Then weekly, you kind of zoom out, you tackle bigger concepts. Maybe you do a deep dive on tournament strategy, and you analyze your performance trends. And monthly, you reassess your entire game. You check your results, tweak your strategy, and set new goals. This kind of structure, it's what guarantees you're always moving forward. Now, let's be honest. Making a plan is the easy part, right? The real challenge is sticking with it. So how do you build a routine that actually lasts? This next part is all about turning those good intentions into unbreakable habits. The real key is creating a powerful feedback loop. It goes like this. You study a new concept, maybe from a book. That gives you a clear, achievable goal. Then you put in the time at the tables, applying that new knowledge. You see the results, maybe in your win rate. And those small wins, they motivate you to start the cycle all over again. That's how you stay consistent. So really, you've got two paths in front of you. On one side, you have the winning habits, discipline, constant review, and applying what you learn. And on the other side, well, you have the pitfalls that lead to burnout and frustration. Things like skipping hand reviews or just cramming theory without ever practicing it. So you got to ask yourself, honestly, which column looks more like your approach right now? And hey, here's a quick but super important point. This isn't just a mental game. To learn effectively and to perform when the pressure's on, your brain needs support. Good sleep, proper nutrition, even a little exercise. It all goes a long way in sharpening your focus and your decision-making. You can't ignore the fundamentals. Okay, so we've got the routine down, and we know how to stick with it. But why? What's the ultimate payoff here? Let's connect all this hard work directly to where it matters most, winning tournaments. Think about it. When the blinds are creeping up and the pressure is really on, that's when your study routine becomes your superpower. You've already analyzed spots just like this 100 times, so you can make clear, confident decisions. You're better at reading your opponents because you've studied patterns for hours. And you have way more emotional control because you've built that discipline day in and day out. And look, the rewards aren't just about one big score. They're about long-term, sustainable success. You're building this deep, strategic foundation, developing the mental toughness of a pro, and creating a cycle of continuous improvement that will serve you for your entire poker career. These are the pro-level habits that create lasting success. So let's bring it all together. Every single minute you invest in studying pays off big time at the table. It completely transforms your playtime from a gamble into a calculated, skillful performance. You're not just playing cards anymore, you are executing a plan. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. The game is always evolving. The players around you are constantly working to get better. And in this game, if you're standing still, you're actually falling behind. So the only question left is, what's your plan to stay ahead? You have the blueprint now, it's time to start building.
Start a live chat now to join one of our clubs or ask us any questions. Message at bluffingmonkeys24_7 on Telegram or visit bluffingmonkeys.com and start a live chat.